Very quick. Hi. I'm going to do a Facebook Live tonight and trying to figure this all out. You still can't see my cutting board, so we'll work on this. Tonight I'm going to do a version of a street food that I got. I recently went to Sicily, and one of my favorite places to go is down the Vucceria at nighttime on the weekends. They have these open markets where the guys are out there grilling. They close down everything and bring out barbecue grills. So one of my favorite guys is Tonino, and he tends to do the meaty things. So he has the stignone, which is, if you're brave, you try that. It's intestines, milk-filled intestines wrapped around a green onion and a barbecue grill. He also has like a bacon, sausages, hamburgers, all that sort of stuff. There's a guy doing octopus in a beautiful copper pot, and you eat the boiled octopus there, which is really nice. But one of the things I really love is they have the scallions. Here I only can really find it in my village. I find these young spring red onions, and these are actually from Calabria. These are the Cipolline di Calabria, and it's an IGP. I don't know if you can see this. Does that come backwards? The Cipolline di Calabria. IGP is a traditional red onion from Calabria. Here in my village of Certaldo, we also have a red onion. That's very famous. It's a bigger round onion, but we also get these same red onions. So instead of using a scallion, I'm going to use these red onions. And what I've done is prepare some of them here. And so I trim off the tough outside edge. I'm going to cut them in half. And then in Sicily, they're wrapped with pancetta, slices of pancetta. And instead, I'm going to use prosciutto. I find it easier to use, so I'm just going to cut off the end right here of the onion, and then I pull off the tougher outer skin here, because you want this to cook and be very tender. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this off. Then I'm just going to cut this in half lengthwise, all the way down. Okay, so that's done. And then I take prosciutto instead of the pancetta, which I find easier to use. Okay, and I'm just going to start at the top and wrap it. This one broke a little bit, so I want thinly. I like thinly sliced prosciutto. I think it cooks nicer, and it's already salty enough. So I'm just going to wrap this, and then I squeeze it on. These make beautiful little appetizers, and it works really, really beautifully with those spring onions as well, if you're lucky enough to have these red ones. Okay, I'm just going to trim this off a little bit right here. And then I'll just put this, I have a cast iron skillet here with grill marks. I'm just going to grill them right on here. So I'll just sit here and do these. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. I usually take people to Sicily a couple times a year for food tours, and all that information is on my website. Right now, I live in Certaldo, which is a small town outside of San Gimignano. I'm just going to keep wrapping. And an hour from Florence, and not too far from Siena. It's a great location. So keep going here. Oops, what was that? I didn't see the question. Hi, Sabrina. My girlfriend is just messaging me now, wanting to know about lunch, so I'll talk to her later. But these are a fun appetizer. They're good hot. I'm just going to serve them simply like this, but they would also be really nice with drizzled with a little balsamic vinegar. It's nice. But when you have these really good ingredients, I don't think you need to add that much to them. I think keeping things simple is the best thing you can do. These are quick to make. You can have them all made up the day before, even, and just grill them when it's dinner time. And I like to eat them hot. Okay, just going to cut these all off. Almost done. And this is our dinner for tonight, something simple. We usually have some nice bread and cheese. Today we went out to lunch in Empoli. That was fun. Tomorrow I'm doing a market tour in Florence, so I wanted something really easy for tonight. Tomorrow I'll pick something up at the market. Maybe I'll take you with me to the market, and we'll go shopping together. The Florence Central Market is one of the oldest markets in Tuscany. And I've lived in front of it actually from like 2009. 1988 I rented the place until 2009. I had the place where I taught cooking classes right in front of the Central Market. So we would shop the market and then come back and cook. So I taught classes just until last year with my own space. And I just closed my space because I wanted to do more of the more intensive week-long programs where we get to really cook. And I'm still doing my market tours and Chianti trips, so a lot going on. If you're coming to Chianti, you can always download my Chianti app. It's called Taste Chianti, and it's you can find the links on my website, divinacucina.com. I just updated it, so the Android is already updated, and I'm just waiting for the Apple one to actually update. So these are just going to be turned until the prosciutto browns and the onions get tender. And I'll show you those in just a second. Just takes a few minutes. You could do it on your barbecue grill, but I'm doing this and it's 8 o'clock at night here, dark, and it's not that warm out. So can you see? They're getting a little brown, and the onions also start to cook. So let's let go for a few minutes. So I'm looking to see if I can see who's stopping by, but I really can't see. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? If you leave a little comment, I'd know. So I just posted on my Facebook page, I just posted a video that I tried doing last night, and I did a raw artichoke salad, a carpaccio of artichokes. It's artichoke season right now, and they're really tender. We don't have any choke inside the choke, so we shave them really thin, and you can eat them raw. Okay, thank you very much, Lisa. Hi, Dan. How are you? Thank you for watching. The artichokes here, often they say that the olive oil has a flavor like raw artichokes, but if you've never tasted a raw artichoke, you wouldn't know. In California, where I'm originally from, they get the small baby artichokes, the little tiny ones. Those are the ones that grow actually on the stems of the artichoke. You get one big choke at the top and small ones. And they call it actually castrating an artichoke. They take off these small ones to let the bigger ones grow big. And in California, they'll sell a bag of the small ones. And those are probably the best artichokes to use for the carpaccio in America, if you can get those. I'm going to turn these again. They don't need any oil because the prosciutto has, the fat of the prosciutto that's going to melt. And I'm just watching that the onions actually cook a little bit. Most people, I guess you've probably seen like prawns on a horseback. You could do this too with prawns, or I've seen people do prunes, but I think the spring onions are really, really yummy and filling. And if Andrea is really good, one of my favorite condiments. Lucky living in Italy. This is my friend Andrea Bezzecchi's Aceto di San Giacomo, and I've seen this on sale a lot in America. It's a traditional balsamic vinegar, which means it's been aged in wood barrels for a minimum of 12 years. And Andrea's, I just love the flavor. His dad used to make it, and his grandpa. This is something you get with your family. Your grandfather made it, your father made it, you make it. And when his dad passed away, he decided to go public and sell it. So this is a beautiful balsamic vinegar, and you get one with an orange label, or a silver label, or a gold label. And it is, it tells you not how many years it actually is, but a quality. So originally it was like they would say 12, 25, 30 or more. You can actually get 80-year-old, 100-year-old, because people who make it know how old it is, know how long their family's been making it. And it keeps going into smaller barrels. But this is just grape juice that's been cooked down and reduced. And on my website, too, I'll put a link afterwards on this. When I visited his farm, we actually went and picked up the grape juice from a grape grower. And we came home, and he put it in the pot to boil down. And then we went to the balsamic vinegar aging rooms with the barrels. So there's photos of how it works. So when you actually realize how this is made, you'll appreciate it. And if you come to Italy, you should buy it because it's like half price. I think I pay maybe €90 for this, but it might be $125 or $200 in America. So I'm going to just one last trimming of the artichokes, the artichokes on my mind, of the green onions. I'm going to split these again, flip them. The prosciutto's getting a really nice color. And we're getting char marks on the green onions. I know I've really loved having green onions in Mexico too. I love the condiment. We sell it at the shop I work in over street. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Lisa, where do you work? In America? I think it's a really nice brand. There's a lot of really good brands. Calignon is another good brand, a woman balsamic vinegar maker from Modena. Massimo Bottura, the famous Michelin star chef, he makes a non-traditional one that's really, really good called Villa Mondori, I think. But you want to be sure, I mean, the inexpensive ones are great to throw in salads and stuff like that, but they have red wine vinegar, glucose, caramelized sugar, or a salad dressing. Okay? So, chefshop.com. Okay, I'll look at the website when I go back. Do you have good olive oil too, Lisa? I'm so picky about great ingredients. I have sea salt. I have very few ingredients. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's Massimo Bottura's one. I just went up there and ate this fall with a couple of my clients on the Emilia Romagna tour. It's always spectacular. Yeah, it's really, because he's so anally attentive about everything. When you go to the Massimo Bottura's Osteria Francescana in Modena, he does like a little, like a pops, you know, like a fudgesicle, except it's foie gras. It's hollowed out. It has some of his traditional balsamic vinegar in it, and then it's put back together and then rolled in hazelnuts. It's insane. It's one of my favorite dishes that he does up there. So, okay, I think these are done. I'm going to get ready now and just put these on the plate. So, you know, I like cooking in the season, so this is something we really only do now, because otherwise the onions are huge. I have to go to Florence to actually get the spring onions, those small green ones. So here we go, a simple dish that I just made with you. And there it is. Oh yeah, the foie gras is insane. These are the onions, and I'll just be decking it here because I love my husband tonight. And we'll do some of this. You'll see the balsamic just comes out so slow. It's not even coming out. There it is. Because this is like the 30-year-old one. Look at this. And you really don't need a lot because it's so concentrated. And it makes anything, I think, really special. I love it on vanilla ice cream or on berries. Okay. That's our dinner. Thanks for watching. And if you, I'll put the links onto Andrea's site for the balsamic vinegar so you can see the story of how balsamic vinegar is really made. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a little note underneath, okay? Thanks. Ciao.